Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are making this soft and fluffy dinner rolls. If you are new here, you are welcome to Vicky in the kitchen. You can consider joining us by subscribing and clicking your notification bell so that anytime I upload new videos like this, you'll be the first person to be notified. So we are beginning by proofing our yeast with some yeast, sugar, and then lukewarm water. We'll give this a very good mix and then let it sit undisturbed for 5 to 10 minutes just so that we know the yeast is active. We are back and our yeast has formed beautifully, so we are going to add some vanilla extract to this. You may add any flavor of your choice and set this aside. To your large mixing bowl, you are going to combine flour, sugar and salt. So for the flour, you can use bread flour or all-purpose flour, and that works perfect for this recipe. Mix it very well to ensure that everything is nice and combined. After we have mixed everything, we are going to go ahead and add our yeast mixture to this, okay? So for this recipe, I'll be leaving every ingredient in the description box with their exact measurements. We'll go ahead and give this a good mix until it just combines, okay? Now, I want to take some time to thank my returning subscribers for your love and support. You guys are so amazing. And if you are new here, hello, welcome. Consider subscribing to Vicky in the Kitchen and you would always get amazing recipes like this. So you can see I'm adding some margarine to this. This is margarine that has been softened in the microwave. You can also use butter for this and it works perfectly, okay? So kneading it in the bowl makes it easier so that you don't make a mess, all right? You can also use your bread machine or your hand machine for this. So after it combines beautifully with the margarine, I'm going to transfer it to my work surface and begin to knead it until it forms a smooth dough. If you are watching to this point and you've not yet liked the video, kindly do like the video and you should know that I always appreciate you for doing that. So now I kind of used my hand mixer along the line and I got this smooth dough just the way you are seeing on the screen. If you are kneading by hand, it takes quite a while to achieve this, so please be patient, okay? So after getting the dough, you want to test it to see if it's ready. The first way of knowing if it's ready is if you poke it and it bounces back at you. Another way of finding out if your dough has been well kneaded is to stretch a portion of the dough. If you notice that it doesn't break easily, then you have achieved a good result. But if it breaks easily or it tears easily, then you may want to knead the dough for a few minutes and then check it again. Once that is done, we want to bring out our mixing bowl again, but this time around we are going to grease it with some oil and then put in the dough. We'll grease the dough as well just to make sure that when it rises, it does not stick to anything. Then we are going to cover this and let it sit in a warm place for about 30 to an hour, depending on how warm where you are is, or until it doubles in size. And we are back and our dough has doubled in size beautifully, just as you can see. So you are going to punch the air out of it and then transfer it to the work surface so that we begin cutting it. What I'm doing here basically is to help me to cut the dough into 2 equal pieces. So my baking tray takes 12 dinner rolls. So I'm going to cut this into 12 pieces by cutting the various halves into 6 pieces. If your baking tray cannot take 12 dinner rolls, then you can just make half of this recipe so that you can bake them 6 at a time, okay? Or if you like, you can just make your dough and put it in the fridge or your freezer. That's longer in the freezer, but in the fridge you can just leave it overnight and then you thaw it beautifully before you bake your dinner rolls. So as everything is done, I'm greasing my baking tray generously with some margarine. If yours is non-stick, you can just use some parchment paper and cooking spray and it works also. The next thing we are doing is to make our dough into ball shapes. You can do that by pinching beneath it to make sure that there are no air pockets loose in the dough. Repeat this process until everything is nice and well shaped, and then you arrange them nicely on your baking tray. We are going to let this rise in a warm place until it doubles in size. This should take about an hour. Once our dough doubles in size like this, you want to leave it like this, or you can also apply some egg wash. Then put it in your preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes. Always remember to check on it because every oven is different. And our bread has baked beautifully out of the oven and is still very hot. I'm going to brush the top with some margarine just so that the crust can remain nice and soft, and also for good presentation. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this dinner rolls recipe. My family absolutely loved this one. It came out light and fluffy on the inside as well. And you are all invited to our tea time. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in my next video, God willing. Remember, God loves you and has a great plan for your life. Bye.